what's going on? Sean here. Today we got another interview. Today we have someone from Cobra Kai on the show. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Hi guys, my name is Anna Tsueda, and I worked on season 4 and 5 of Cobra Kai.
That is awesome. It's just so surreal, just like kind of doing these and everything. But would you like to talk about like what you did on the show and all that?
Yeah, so it all started when I dropped out of college. um, and my mom was not very happy with me, and I was a very fresh 18 at the time. I'm 20 now. And my friend texted me and she's like, I just got booked for a job on Cobra Kai. Like, can you drive me to Georgia? And I was like, okay, like I've got nothing else going on. And so I go down there and I applied for the same job that she was doing. And I thought that we were just going to be like general background for the day, but then I kept getting more and more offers. And then eventually I became one of the regulars for season 4. And I was like, wow, like this is crazy. Like never in my wildest dreams did I think that was even going to happen. Like I was going to school for child psychology. So
Oh
for
wow,
me to like just
total
drop out
opposite.
and all of a sudden this whole new world was opening up, like that was crazy. Um, but yeah, so I started working for on season 4, and we had to film the tournament, and they lined all of us up, and then the one of the ADs at the time, he wasn't with us last season. I don't remember his name. He points at me. He was like, "You come here," and I was like, "Okay."
Uh-oh.
And he sat me in the tournament scenes. He sat me right beneath all of the moms. Um, and I was like, "Okay, why is this my job? Like, what's going on?" And I later found out it's because they were trying to establish me as a person, because in the next season I would be coming back as a Cobra. Um,
Oh crap.
yes. And so we wrap up season 4, and I still had no idea what was going on. And I was like, okay, that was a nice, fun little phase in my life. Time to go home. So I went back to Maryland after camping out in Airbnbs for the last 2 months.
Not too
And
bad.
yeah, I was home for probably 3, 4 weeks, and I get a call and they're like, yes, we need you back here starting September. Can you be back? And I was like, okay.
Why
And I come
not?
back thinking I'm just going to be a regular. And the very first day that we were filming, they were like, okay, we need you to put this stuff on. And they like put me in the Cobra swag. And I was like, what is going on? And I don't know. I mean, yeah, obviously you have seen
Oh,
season 5.
spoilers, everybody. By the way, real quick.
But in the when you see like the new dojo, it
Mhm.
pans to the new dojo, and like people are handing out flyers and everything, and you see all of these kids in like the Cobra Kai swag workout gear. And I think we did like a collab with, I think it was Champion, that's going to be eventually releasing it. But
Ooh.
um I was like so shocked. I was like, I cannot believe that they just did this. Like, is this like a 1 day thing or what's going on? And then they just kept booking me as a Cobra, and I was like, okay, I'm a part of the team now.
Coming into work every day, why not? I mean, hey,
Yeah.
being on this show would probably be like awesome as hell. So like, that is so cool. Actually, I don't have any acting experience or anything, but it's like it'd be cool to get into something like that in the future. Um, but that's just that blows me away. How did it like how? I know it's gonna sound like how did it feel when you put on like the robes for the first time? Like, what was that feeling you had?
I was so shocked. Um, I went up and I thought that they were going to put me in swag again, because it was when we were filming the commercial
Mm.
for the new Cobra Kai dojo. And a lot of people got put in swag, and then like a select, I think 12 of us got put in gis. And I went up to wardrobe to get like whatever they were going to give me for that day. And they gave me a gi, and I was like, are you sure you have the right person? They're like, your name's Anna Tsueda, isn't it? And I was like, yeah, okay. And I got dressed and I had no idea how to put it on. And the other Cobras were so awesome and they helped me like tie it because it's like very specific on how you have to wear it. And everybody's just great on the team and they all helped me a lot in the beginning. And yeah, big happy family.
That's awesome. I've talked to a couple people from like who are background characters or just like regulars on the show, and they're all super nice. They all are really cool people, and just like hearing that, just like it's just so cool. Like how it's like one family, like basically. Did you have like a specific moment on set that you like were like, I can't believe this is happening, or like a scene that you saw being filmed or in?
When we were wrapping season 5, the very last day of filming, for us at least, Ralph did the crane kick. And I was mesmerized. I was blown away. Like, I don't know, like you see these people and you see like their stunt doubles and like you just figured like no way is it actually them doing it. And I see Ralph do the crane kick and I'm like, oh my gosh, like that is crazy. Like, I don't know, it was definitely a fangirl moment for me because I grew up on Karate Kid. So that was definitely going in like the books of like one of the best days ever.
Like seeing like something so iconic like the crane kick and then seeing him do it like 30 years later and you're like,
I know.
oh my god. It's something I never expected I'd ever see in my entire life.
Yeah, it was insane. Like I honestly, I know I wouldn't be able to do the crane kick. uh, and Ralph is a little bit older than me. And so I think that is crazy. Like that he definitely still got it, you know?
Yeah, it from the way it looked on the show, it definitely looked like he still got it.
Yeah.
No, me and my friend were literally doing that the other day, like yesterday. We were doing the crane kick. We're just like, oh, let's see if we could do it, and we're doing it like at on our campus. So,
Yep.
but that I love that scene. That scene was just, it blew me away. That the whole season blew me away. But yeah, I don't know.
Feels nice hearing that.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. No. Of course. Of course. I think it's definitely it has to might be my favorite season. Yeah. What was I say? Was there an actor that you worked with on the set that you were like that was just awesome? Like, oh god, that was a weird way of putting it. My bad. That just felt like, oh man, I'm in. Like I'm in the Cobra Kai like family now. Like,
Yeah. So in addition to being one of the Cobras, I got the privilege of being an actor shadow as well.
ooh.
So I spent a lot of time with the main cast. And one of like, I think this like kind of blew me away in the moment because you hear like stories about actors and like you never know like what's true and what's fake. And I was really scared to approach Tanner. And he is one of the nicest, like most down to earth individuals I've ever met in my life. Like, I think that it takes a really big person to come to fame at a young age and like be able to balance that and still have like all of themselves to give. And he was always willing to like give me advice or if I had any questions or like if he saw that I was by myself and like it was one of the days I was shadowing and the Cobras weren't there, so I didn't really have many people to talk to, he would sit with me and he was just awesome, absolutely awesome. And then Peyton, when we were filming the water park scenes, I was really scared to go down the water slide and it was after hours and we probably weren't supposed to be doing this, unsupervised,
all right.
20 somethings running around a water park, right? But these water slides, like I feel like the television does not like show how radically huge they were.
Really?
Yeah, like I remember walking up like these massive set of stairs and thinking, okay, everybody is here. Everybody's waiting for me to go. And I am so scared. And like Jacob's like going down backwards and like everybody's like, oh my gosh, like this is so fun. And I'm up there and I'm like, okay, like, and Peyton went down the slide with me because I was
Yo.
scared. Yeah, Peyton is great. She's awesome. I've talked with her a lot, and between us, well, I guess between me and the internet now, the last day of filming, I gave Peyton a big hug and I told her that I was going to miss her. And she told me that she knows that our paths will cross again and that she hopes to be at my wedding someday.
Yo, let's go.
Like, okay.
That's so cool. I met Peyton back in 2014 actually.
Oh wow.
She was super sweet, super nice.
Yeah.
She was like at this this mall meet and greet thing, and I just happened to look on the website a couple days prior. I'm like, oh, that's pretty cool. I'll go. But that hearing that stuff about Payne and Tanner is just, you know, it warms my heart knowing that the like actors and actresses out there aren't all like, you know, that.
Yeah.
It just I love that, and I like how they still have like it sounds weird, like in a weird way they have like a piece of like themselves still, like before all of this.
Absolutely.
No, but Tanner does sound like a really cool, like chill guy. From what I've seen, like with interviews and just like behind the scenes, you know, he seems like a cool dude. So yeah. Is there an actor like in the future you would ever want to work with? Not even like on Cobra Kai, just like in general.
Wow. That's really hard. That's a really hard question after you've worked with Ralph Macchio.
That is fair. You know, you got a good point there.
Wow.
Sorry for stumping you there.
Probably Sasha Baron Cohen.
Ooh, that's a great choice. That's a really good choice.
He is awesome. Like, I don't know. I think he's like the funniest person ever. So I would love to work with him.
That's awesome. I mean, if I was an actor, probably someone who I would like to work with just in general, probably Pedro Pascal. I love him in The Mandalorian and everything, and I loved him in like other things as well. It'd be just an honor to work with that guy, or just like even being in the same room as him. Like, hey, this is pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Do you have, like, I mean, did you have any expectations going into like the set? Like, were you like nervous or anything going into Cobra Kai? Like, or like, oh no, this might, if I do wrong here, like, what was that all like?
It is very nerve-wracking. Like, even after you've gotten used to it, and like I was just filming with them for 2 years, and I think if I had to go back tomorrow, like I would be a nervous wreck. Not even because of like the actors or like the talent in the room. Like, you're just so scared of wasting people's time. Like,
That's
if
fair.
I get something wrong, especially with like being a Cobra and I don't know karate. Like, let's be clear, I do not know karate.
Okay. I'll get back to that in a second.
Like, before we would film each day, we would spend like time, like one-on-one time with a trainer, and we would learn like our routine before we had to film, like the routine for that specific scene, right? And I would be so scared that like I would miss a step, and like I would feel so bad, and like everybody there is super sweet, and like they're not going to be like, you suck, get out. Like,
get out of here, no one wants you here.
Like, everybody's very constructive. So like if I went like this instead of like this, then they would be like, well, next time let's just try it like this, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And like everybody's super sweet, and it's just I have my own like personal anxiety. I don't know. I'm scared that like if I I'm scared that if I'm like wasting time, even if it's not intentional, that like people won't like me.
No, that's totally like understandable. I could see where you're definitely coming from with that. Like, all right, so going to the karate question. So you had like no prior like experience to karate whatsoever before going to Cobra Kai.
Not at all. Not at all. I think in the third grade it was like a gym requirement, and we had to
Really?
yeah, we had to learn karate. I think we spent 6 months during the school year learning karate, and then at
Pretty
the end we
awesome.
had to break a board, and that is the extent of my karate knowledge.
So, that leads me to my next question. Have you broken a board?
No,
No.
I'm not.
Is that like a goal of yours, or you could like kind of like live without ever having to do that?
I think it's something that I'm just gonna have to accept that I will never be able to do. Like I'm 5'2", I'm 115 pounds. Like I don't work out. Like, in the last 2 years, the most exercise I've gotten is when I was working on Cobra Kai. Like there's no way. There's just no way.
I always thought about that, like on like shows like Cobra Kai or like shows that involve a lot of running. Like, man, these actors and actresses get a lot of workout. Just going on set. All right, guys, we'll be running today, or we'll be like fighting today, or whatever.
Yeah, I remember we were filming the big fight scene at the end. There is a lot of chaos. Personally, I think it's a little bit too much
It was a
chaos.
lot of chaos.
Yeah. And like there's like cuts of like me running over to help somebody fight, and then it cuts to me like fighting that person.
Mm.
Um and I remember running, doing the back and forth, and I had to jump over the stairs.
Ooh.
And all I could think of is I am not equipped for this. Like it took so many takes because there's like a million different angles, right? And it probably like 6 hours of just me
Wow.
running, and I thought I was gonna die. Like it was crazy. Like we got pretty good breaks in there.
Mm.
um I'm just not the most athletic person alive.
You know what? That's fair. I mean either. No, I mean it's like 6 hours of like running back and forth and everything that could tire someone out. Like that's I mean it's
Yeah.
fun, but it's like after a while you're like, okay, let's can I get a break, please?
I remember going home that day, and I was living about an hour away from set. um I woke up and I had to drive to work, and I was like, my legs hurt so bad. Like I was feeling around, and I was like, I don't even know if I can feel where the pedal is hitting. Like it just hurts so bad.
Wow.
Yeah, it was crazy. Like, oh my gosh. I'm just getting PTSD thinking about it. My legs are cramping.
You're like, oh, not again. Your legs are like, do not do this to me again. I don't think I could take it.
Yeah, before the next season, I will definitely be getting a gym membership.
Yeah. Did you have like a favorite memory or a favorite like scene that you filmed personally? On set?
Hmm.
Could be like season 4, season 5, whichever.
Probably in season 5 when we were at the water park. Um, Jacob and Peyton had just come down the slide, and Jacob had to walk up the stairs, and me and Gianna were supposed to be like heckling him.
Mm-hmm.
And that was so much fun to like look at somebody that I know is making astronomically more money than me and be like, you suck.
Get out of
Like
here.
it was so much fun. And like Jacob was such a good sport about it. Like he's like laughing along with us.
I
Yeah.
remember seeing Gianna back there splashing with water. I'm like, this is like the like funniest thing. I'm like, because like I know her too. It's like Was there like a scene on set where you guys could not stop like laughing, or is it like that scene there?
Um, Probably again at the water park. Um, they took all of the cobras and they put us in like the kiddie section, and we were supposed to be like keeping an eye on these like children and like playing with them in the scene.
Mm.
And we had just ended up like doing our own thing. Like we couldn't even hear like what they were yelling or telling us to do or anything like that, because the whole crew, filming crew, was like all the way across the water park, and it's supposed to be like a pan shot, right?
Mm.
And so we're just going hard with these kids. Like I remember like we were having like a splash war, and we're like we're in full like makeup, right?
Oh
And
my god.
we're just having the time of our lives, and I couldn't stop laughing. And I had braids in for water park, and the little plastic pieces holding my braids together kept melting because it was so ungodly hot out.
Oh my god.
Yes. And so that just, I think all of water park actually, it was just so funny filming all of it.
It feels like it was like a vacation for like the entire cast, just like being
It
there.
totally was. It totally was. Like we were swimming all day, every day for like a week. So that was
What?
awesome. Like we got yeah, it's like an all expenses paid vacation. Like there's free food, you're just swimming, you're just
Having
hanging
fun.
out. Like you have to do like sometimes you have to walk by the screen, or sometimes you have to do like one specific action. But because water park was so massive, like I think there was like a couple hundred people there. Um yeah, like it, I don't think that that did it any justice either, because like every single time that you see a person like walk by, right,
Mhm.
that's somebody that has been there to be paid for the whole day. And like we had probably 200-300 people that were like their only job was to like behind the camera.
That's awesome. That's like,
Yeah,
I mean, hey,
like,
that was a great paying job right there.
yeah, like we all had so much fun filming that. And like I think that's the only time I never really had like discomfort on a set,
Mm.
because everybody's so sweet, and like we all just like look out for each other. So it was a
That
lot of fun.
that's
Like
good.
vacation with my family.
Hell yeah, that's awesome. Well, so are you like after Cobra Kai and everything? Do you still plan on like going into more acting or?
So I have been working with my friend who I actually met my first day ever on Cobra Kai.
Yo.
Um, yeah, so for the last 2 years, we've been working on a script. And right now, our goal is getting that out there, because I know that we have some interest in it. And that's what I've been doing.
Yo. Okay, that's pretty cool. Working on a script or writing anything for like a story or something, that is very very hard work.
Yeah.
I know of course from experience, and like obviously you know because you're currently writing one. So it's hard work. You gotta have like everything make sense and put together. So best of luck with that. I hope you're able to get that script out there one day. I think that'd be really cool.
Me too.
Well, I have like one more question here. I have like a little thing pulled up here. So, so do you think that this season of Cobra Kai, of course, everyone, if you guys have made it this far, spoilers ahead, do you think that the ending of it wrapped up nicely, just in case, like, for some reason season 6 doesn't happen? Do you think everything's wrapped up, or do you think there's still more story to be told?
I definitely think there's more story to be told.
I agree. I agree.
Yes.
Yeah, but the whole thing with Kreese, getting out of prison. Well, not getting out. He kind of walked out of prison.
Yeah.
And then I always blank on the name, but the tournament and everything that they
All Valley Karate Tournament.
yeah. That they advertised this season. I feel like they could obviously do so much more. And I love the show. I binge watched the show earlier this year. I actually was not a fan of it up until well, not a fan. I just never had time to watch it until my mom, and my dad were watching it, and I'm like, I can see why everyone likes this show. I'll go binge watch. I binge watched in like 3 days. This past season I watched all one day. I throughout the entire day watching that, and then watching another show with my dad. I was like, okay, gotta switch on and off. So I personally love the show, and I can't wait to see what you guys do next with everything.
Me too, honestly.
Because like, were you like a fan of the show? One more question. I'm sorry.
No, you're fine.
Were you like a fan of the show before going on the show, or did you watch the show like before going to the show?
So I have kind of a two-part answer.
Okay.
I was a fan, yes. And my mom's birthday is January 3rd. And Cobra Kai normally gets released right after Christmas, right around New Year's. So I would wrap my mom's birthday presents while I would watch the new season. And I did that up until season 3.
Mm-hmm.
And literally 2 months after that, I started working for them.
That's so cool.
It's like, this is crazy. Like, my mind is blown. The first time I ever went to the set, I wasn't even working there. I was dropping my friend off to work there for her first day. And I like saw Miyagi-Do, and I was like, like, this feels illegal for me to see right now.
It's like, I should not be here. I
Yeah,
should not be seeing this being just in front of me. I need to I need to go.
Yeah. But now I haven't watched the show since season 3.
Really?
Because, well, I was in season 4 and 5. Like, I was there when they were filming. So like, I have a pretty good idea of what's in it. Well, more than a pretty good idea, because I literally saw everything. I've read all the scripts. But now that I was like there and in that experience, like, it's like when you're in high school and if pandemic has just happened, it's like if your teacher was like, do you want a copy of the Zoom recording of the class for the day? I'm like, no, why would I want to watch that?
Yeah,
I was just
so
there. Like,
oh, for notes later. Okay, I already took them. Why do I need it?
Yeah. So I'm still a fan of the show. I just haven't watched it since season 3.
You're on the show, so obviously, you know.
I have to like a little bit.
Yeah. Have you at least like seen your scenes like somewhere, or has someone ever like shown you your scenes?
Yeah, I'll have like, so now that I'm back in my hometown, it's like very weird because people are like, oh my God, like, you're that girl, you went to Broad Neck High School, right? Like, you're the girl from Broad Neck that was in Cobra Kai. And I'm like,
oh no.
yeah, okay, let me just go on with my life. like all of these friends from high school are sending me clips of myself in there.
Oh no.
Like, I can't believe I have a friend in the show. And I'm like, okay.
They're like, cool. Just treat me like how you used to.
Yeah.
Please.
Like, and don't get me wrong, like, that's not like me slicing my head in
yeah.
sort of way. Like,
of course.
I think it's frustrating for me when I'm like trying to reconnect with these people that I haven't seen in years, and they're only interested in this one thing, you know? And I mean, it is a pretty cool thing, but I don't know.
No, I feel weird. That. I totally feel that. I'm a streamer on Twitch, and like when people find out that I'm a streamer, they want to ask me all these questions. I'm more than happy to answer them, but just like, please don't make our entire friendship about this, please. Exactly. I'm just a dude who just, you know, got lucky online.
Yeah.
And I like playing games, and I just like chilling with friends. Like, please be one of those friends I can chill with.
Yeah.
But I did just get the 10-minute warning thing. I tried to get buy the Pro before this, but for some reason I could not figure it out. So, is there anything you would like to say before we head off here?
Go stream the new season of Cobra Kai.
Guys, go do that. Like, literally, like, it's, and if you haven't even watched it, go watch it. Like, go watch like season 1 if you haven't seen it. Don't just go to season 5. You'll be confused. Trust me. Very confused. And also, is there anything where could we find you, like, online? Like, and I'll post in the description, of course.
All of my socials are at Anna Tsueda.
Awesome, awesome. I'll post your Instagram link in the description below, and you guys probably could take it from there as finding where she is, everything. But thank you so much for being
Thank
on the
you.
show. This was awesome. But again, everybody, from if you are new to the channel, obviously this is not the most common stuff on the channel. We do a lot of interviews here, so you'll be seeing a lot. But make sure you guys subscribe for that. But I hope you guys all enjoyed it. And if you guys did, do not forget to like and stuff for more. Check out everything in the description below. And we'll talk to you all later. See you guys.